Hello! As many of you know, we just played in Finland this year, which means we flew to Finland with a Hurdy Gurdy and the nyckelharpa. We rented a lot of the instruments there, but like renting a nyckelharpa and the Hurdy Gurdy is not the easiest, so we brought them with us on the plane. You might ask, how did you do that? Well, I panicked, and then I texted Sergio and was like, help. And he said, tell them it's a cello. So cellos have different rules for them, and you just book a seat for your instrument. I personally didn't book it. Lena booked it. So let's listen to what Lena said.
We had to fly for the first time to play a gig abroad, and it was complicated. We had to get 9 people, 7 instruments, and 4 cases with technical stuff to Finland. Honestly, you probably don't want to take your instruments as cargo on the plane, especially not if you have an upright bass. So we luckily got to rent most of our instruments in Finland. So thanks so much to Keski-Aika-Festivali and Backline Rentals in Haiti for organizing instruments for us. But we did decide to take 2 of our instruments on the plane, and we wanted them to travel cabin. So we had to book 2 additional seats. We were told beforehand to first book the flight tickets and then book the additional seats via phone after. Do not, I repeat, do not under these circumstances book through a third-party travel agency. Do not. We traveled with Eurowings and Lufthansa, and Eurowings was smooth and easy. Big shout out to the clerk at the end of the service hotline because it went easy. We booked 2 additional seats, 100 euros each, no problem. It only took 1 phone call. 1. Unlike Lufthansa, which was just crazy. We took our Hurdy Gurdy and the nyckelharpa, and as you can imagine, airlines are not very familiar with those instruments, so I was told beforehand to just organize seats for cellos. That didn't help either, unfortunately. Lufthansa did not know what to do with that request because we had booked through a third party, so I called Opodo. Opodo also told me they don't know what to do with this request. I should call Lufthansa, so I called Lufthansa again. The people there did not know what to do with cellos. They tried to tell me that the instruments need to go as cargo. I said no, and I have checked your regulations. Check the regulations. One of the instruments would fit on the floor in front of the seat, and one instrument would fit on the seat. So no problem at all. It took me at least 10 phone calls to get this checked through. They sent me back and forth because no one knew what to do, which we of course did not want. So it was a lot of back and forth, lines cut out in the middle of booking, and it took me hours to get an additional seat booked. And that additional seat with Lufthansa cost almost 300 euros, but still more expensive than 2 seats with Eurowings. Also, no one knew what to do with our technical stuff. So we had 4 flight cases for our mixing station, for our in-ear monitoring system. I tried to get them sent as excess luggage, as bulk luggage, but everyone at the phone told me, oh no, that will not be possible. And in the end, they told me I should just hand them in as regular luggage. So we honestly just hoped for the best, wrapped our stuff in plastic wrap and went to the check-in at the airport. Luckily, it all went smoothly. Well, almost at least, because the luggage, the extra luggage I had booked through Opodo was not registered at Lufthansa, so we had to pay additional money. And I had even called beforehand to check that that luggage would be registered with Lufthansa. I don't know. Just don't book through third parties. It's complicated enough as it is. In the end, I probably spent at least 8 hours on the phone or on hold waiting for someone to be able to talk to me. With Lufthansa, honestly, at the end, it was a person that had worked for Lufthansa hotline for 2 whole weeks that managed to help me with arranging the seat. So thank you so much after 5 hours. So what can I say? Don't play in a folk band. Don't play folk instruments. Don't even make music. What are your experiences? We hope your experiences were better than ours.